Hey everybody, thanks for joining the show. I'm Billy Black. Today we're going to do the mysterious death of Nolan Wells out there in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. The young 18-year-old who was left on an island, Horn Island that is, out there in Mississippi. Suspicious death. Some say murder, some say drown, some say race, some say not race issue. But we're going to do the investigation together today and let's see what we can come up with. If you enjoyed the video, like, share, or even comment. Hey, and don't even forget to subscribe. Let's go.
What did he say? Nothing. What did he say?
There are significant new developments in the mysterious death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells that we want to talk about tonight. Now, Wells disappeared after boating with friends on July 4th weekend. Days later, his body was found in the water near Horn Island off Mississippi's Gulf Coast. And while investigators have said that drowning appears to be the preliminary cause of death, even though the official findings from the autopsy haven't been released, his family has continued to raise questions, right? Why did he go off on his own? Why didn't he have a cell phone? How could no one help? How could no one notice? Well, today, the Jackson County District Attorney met face-to-face with Nolan's parents and their legal team for the first time. And after that meeting, the family announced that once investigators complete their work, this case is going to be presented to a grand jury. Now, to be clear, that doesn't mean charges are coming, but it does seem to suggest that jurors are going to review the evidence to determine whether any criminal charges should be filed. The family says the DA also made clear that no decisions about possible charges are going to be made until the sheriff's investigation is complete. And there's also another major development, and this involves one of the most important pieces of evidence in this case, Nolan's cell phone. The phone was reportedly with Nolan's friends. The family says that they believe content may have been removed from the device before it was returned. Now the phone is going to apparently undergo a joint forensic examination with both law enforcement and the family's independent experts reviewing the device together. They hope it can provide critical answers about Nolan's final hours.
So there you have it. And I'm going to tell you one thing. They said they was drinking and whatever else come with drinking. Boat, water, nighttime. It's a nasty situation all by itself. I don't want to believe that these young men killed that young man. Maybe it was a freak accident. Everybody got paranoid. They also mentioned that some things was deleted from his phone, and I don't know what they recorded the murder on the phone. What could be deleted, But to get caught up in a situation like that, and with all this news coverage of this, and making it a race-based thing, I don't want to believe it was a race-based issue. I don't think them young men did that. Again, I give my condolence out to them, and and it's just a sad thing, man. Well, we're gonna go further more into some more investigation of this, and then give you some more news reports on this. So let's go.
We're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking.
Last night, we would share breaking news in regards to Nolan Wells, as audio from a toll call made by his friends around 3 p.m. on July 4th, according to NBC News, would be released. Now, in an extended version of this call, we are now hearing where they were exactly when the call was made. According to now released audio and GPS graphics, they were on the western tip of Horn Island.
We're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking.
Now, as you know, we've been following the story, and what we have now noticed is that the call looks to be made in the same area Nolan's body was found 2 days later on Monday. As local outlet WLOX stated, around 8:45 a.m., Sheriff Ledbetter confirmed authorities received a call.
Right there, I heard the man say, "The boat is sinking." Uh, he even couldn't even get out what was going on, as I believe the drinking played a large part of this accident. I'm gonna call it an accident. I'm gonna call it an accident. You can call it whatever you want. I don't think them young men killed that man. And listen, hey, I'm pro-black. It was a mistake. They got paranoid. They panicked, and there you go. They even called out for help. Didn't get no help. I'm gonna keep on letting it keep on going. Yeah. Again, like I said, my man, sad, sad situation.
And what we have now noticed is that the call looks to be made in the same area Nolan's body was found 2 days later on Monday. As local outlet WLOX stated, around 8:45 a.m., Sheriff Ledbetter confirmed authorities received a call reporting a body found at the northwestern tip of Horn Island. The body was discovered by a U.S. Park Service ranger. Now, this clearly now gives us a better understanding that when the friends allegedly last seen Nolan at 3 p.m., they would make a call about the boat taking in water in needing of a tow. GPS data graphics would again also confirm they were located on the northwestern tip of the island. Now at 4:31 p.m., they would eventually be towed for about 2.7 miles out before returning to normal operation and headed back to land. Now, after gathering all this information, it now seems for some that Nolan's incident, given that his body was found in the same area, had to have happened between the call at 3 p.m. when they stated to last seeing him and when they would be towed away at 4:31 p.m. Now, another thing that would stand out in the audio and raise suspicions is that the dispatcher would ask the boat's operator if everyone on board was in good health. And in response to that, he would go on to say, yeah, everybody is on board.
We're sinking. Can y'all please come?
And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on board.
Now, what is hard to understand for some is if they waited for a tow to help them leave the island, why did they continue having no contact with Nolan, given that they were all friends and this towing incident seemed like an emergency? Also, according to the released GPS graphics, it does not appear that the boat was too far out for them to see or be near the shoreline. Again, this would happen as they reportedly had Nolan's phone on the boat, and that Nolan allegedly wanted to stay back to speak with a girl he just met. Now on Wednesday, Nolan's family representatives would speak to the Mississippi DA to hear the latest. They would go on to admit that not much new information was shared, but that the DA will be presenting evidence to a grand jury.
Again, there you have it. You got to make up your choice, man. What you believe it is. I'm not a great investigator, don't get me wrong, but drinking and driving, and accidents happen. Accidents happen. Sorry for the young man. And that's it. So there you have it, my honest opinion. Again, thanks for coming by the channel. My name is Billy Black. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment if you like. Thanks. Peace.
What did it say? Nothing.